Elijah, and the Prophets of Baal. A long time ago, in the land of Israel, there was a terrible drought. There was no rain for 3 years, and people were very thirsty. God told a prophet named Elijah to speak to the king of Israel, Ahab. King Ahab and his wife, Queen Jezebel, worshipped a false god called Baal. They had many prophets who worshipped Baal too. But Elijah worshipped the true God, the Lord. One day, Elijah went to King Ahab and said,
"Let's have a contest to see who the real God is. Bring all the people of Israel and the prophets of Baal to Mount Carmel."
King Ahab agreed, and everyone gathered on the mountain. Elijah said to the people,
"How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal is God, follow him."
Elijah then told the prophets of Baal,
"Let's each prepare a bull for sacrifice. You call on the name of your God, and I will call on the name of the Lord, the God who answers by sending fire, is the true God."
The prophets of Baal prepared their bull and called on Baal from morning till noon. They shouted, "O Baal, answer us," but there was no answer. They danced around the altar they had made, but still, there was no response. Elijah began to tease them.
"Shout louder. Maybe Baal is sleeping or busy."
So, the prophets of Baal shouted louder, and even cut themselves with swords to get Baal's attention, but nothing happened. Then Elijah repaired the altar of the Lord that had been torn down. He took 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel, and built an altar in the name of the Lord. He dug a trench around the altar and arranged the wood on it. He cut the bull into pieces and laid it on the wood. Elijah then told the people to fill 4 large jars with water and pour it on the offering and the wood. They did this 3 times until the water ran down and filled the trench. Then Elijah prayed,
"O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant. Answer me, O Lord, so these people will know that you, O Lord, are God."
Immediately, the fire of the Lord fell from heaven and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, the soil, and even the water in the trench. When the people saw this, they fell on their faces and cried, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." After God sent the fire from heaven to consume Elijah's sacrifice, everyone was amazed and realized that the Lord is the true God. They fell on their faces and shouted, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." This powerful display of God's might convinced the people to turn away from Baal and worship the true God. Elijah then commanded that all the prophets of Baal be captured and brought down to the Kishon Valley, where they were put to death. This act was necessary to cleanse the land of false worship and to demonstrate that the worship of false gods would not be tolerated. With the people now acknowledging the true God, Elijah prayed for rain. He sent his servant to look toward the sea, and after the 7th time a small cloud appeared. Soon, the sky grew black with clouds, the wind rose, and a heavy rain began to fall, ending the long drought. Through these events, God showed His power and faithfulness. He provided for His people, and reminded them that He is the one true God who controls all things, including the weather. The people learned the importance of trusting in God alone and following His ways. Elijah's faith and obedience were rewarded, and God's name was glorified. This story concludes with a powerful reminder that God hears the prayers of His faithful servants, and that He is always ready to show His power and love to those who trust in Him. The story teaches that there is only one true God who is all-powerful and worthy of our worship. Elijah's unwavering faith and obedience to God were key to the miraculous events. We should strive to have strong faith and follow God's commands, even when it seems difficult, or others around us do not believe. Overall, the story underscores the importance of faith, obedience, and trust in God, who is always faithful and powerful.
Thank you. We will see in the next video. Until next time, may blessings guide your path.